information. So we know Botox isn't for everyone. We wanted to share different perspectives on this cosmetic choice. So please welcome Julie Cole and Kimberley Marquis, both with opposite opinions on Botox. And I'd like to start with you, Kimberley. You've done Botox. Tell us a little bit about your experience.
Botox has always been a positive experience for me personally. I started when I was about 31 and I've never looked back. It all kind of started, I would say, in my 20s, my mid-20s, 24, 25, where I started to notice lines on my face. And I immediately ran and found some anti-aging creams and slathered that all over my face since then. But I always knew, and I never judged anybody that did Botox or fillers or anything like that. And I always had a feeling that I would dabble in some Botox at some point in my life. And all through my 20s, I did research. I talked to different people, even with opposing opinions on Botox. And then in my 30s, I was like, I'm ready. I'm ready for some Botox. I'm getting some Botox. And it was, again, mainly a preventative measure. But yeah, I'll continue getting Botox. It's like I said, it's always been a really positive experience for me. I have a wonderful Botox nurse that knows what she's doing, and yeah, I mean, I love it.
Now, I love the due diligence. Like, you did the work, you did the research. What kind of Botox do you get done?
So I get baby Botox. I get a few units up in my forehead. And so I still have movement. So baby Botox is just a very mild dose of it. And I still have a lot of movement. Of course, I don't have Botox in right now because we've been in lockdown forever. So I haven't gotten any Botox in so long. But I typically still have movement in my face and my forehead. But I've only ever gotten it done in my forehead. I haven't done it anywhere else in my face for right now anyway. But yeah, that's typically what I get. Yeah.
Okay, I want to take it over to Julie now because I want to get your opinion on Botox, and I know you feel quite differently about it.
I would say historically, I have been kind of against it. I just felt it made aging look like it was something to be really worried about, and there's some shame around it. But look, I just turned 50, so this is a timely discussion. I generally tend not to be a judgerson. What people do with their faces is entirely up to them. But I do think that, sometimes we got to think about, I kind of come from that mom perspective, and I want to think about, how I'm role modeling to my kids. And I understand that we want to look fresh, and I get that. I want to look good too. And we want to look fresh, but I think it's a fine balance between doing things that make us feel good about ourselves and also then supporting an industry that's maybe telling us that we're not good enough.
I'm with you there. I think everybody should do whatever they want with their face. I think if you want more bum, go get more bum. If you want boobies that stay in place, go get the boobies. I think the thing that I find a little bit disconcerting now is that what I'm seeing on social media is that we have forgotten about a normal face. It's almost like a normal face is not something to have, aspire to, be okay with. Everyone wants the best of everything, the straight teeth, the smooth skin. And I'm sort of like, whatever happened to just kind of having the face you have? With that said, I think you should be able to do whatever you want. But when it goes so young, like the younger generation getting Botox, and that is the trend right now, I'd love to know how you feel about that. Julie, you mentioned you're a mom, 6 kids. So with this trend of the younger generation getting Botox, what if one of your kids wanted to do it?
Oh, look, I can barely get my teenagers to shower and put on their acne cream. So, yeah, not a real thing that I think is going to happen to me. But I will say, I did find it very odd when I heard about, young people getting it done. I mean, look at, you're so beautiful. They look so good. But I understand it's this preventative thing. And, another thing, as from the mom perspective, I have to be able to shoot dirty looks from across the room. So I need full facial movement. But I also, from that mom perspective as well, I do think, again, the role modeling to the kids, and I want them to know that I accept myself. And the thing is, the kids, they don't care. They want us in our bathing suits and swimming in the lake with them. They don't see our jiggly thighs, and they don't see our crow's feet.
Okay, I want to go to Kimberley now. Kimberley, how do you feel about the younger generation getting Botox? You said you started at 31, which makes a lot of sense to me. But if kids are like 20, 21, and they're getting Botox and this is the trend, how do you feel about that?
You know what? Yeah, I definitely go back and forth, and I see Julie's point on this, definitely. The thing is, for me, it's about confidence, and it's about feeling confident in your own skin. And whether that is like, you know, if you're not as confident when you see these lines on your face and you want to feel confident, listen, there is a line that can be crossed with Botox where you just don't have any kind of feel or movement in your face. And, you know, I'm not about that. I want to keep it natural. I want to still be able to move my face. I want to still be able to shoot those dirty looks, Julie.
I love the priority for all three of us is to be able to give a good cutting side eye until we're 99. So as long as we keep that priority in check, I think we're all good. Thank you both for sharing with us today. We appreciate it.